Good morning and welcome to the Frontiers of Knowledge segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Last night I received a message from a friend and he wanted me to talk about black hole. Yes, just yesterday a history was made in the domain of physics. One young 29-year-old computer scientist won plaudits and praise worldwide for having developed an algorithm that created the first ever picture taken of a black hole. The remarkable photo showing a halo of dust and gas 500 million trillion kilometers away from Earth. 500 million trillion, imagination staggers, kilometers away. And this was an event that has been deemed to be impossible till now. But she did it. Now the question arises, what is a black hole? Black hole is a region of space-time which exhibits strong gravitational effects that nothing can escape from it. Nothing. Even particles and electromagnetic radiation such as light, once it is in black hole, cannot escape it. The theory of general relativity predicts that a sufficient compact mass can deform space-time, deform to form a black hole, and nothing is there which can enable anything to escape from that hole. And although the enormous effect of fate and circumstances might be there, but it acts like an ideal black body. It reflects no light at all. That's the amazing thing. However, space-time experts have predicted that event horizons emit Hawking's radiation. And the temperature on the black hole is billions of Kelvin. That means that you cannot even go anywhere near it. And the size of this black hole is 3 million times the size of the Earth. Now imagine a hole which is 55 million light years away, translated into common language, 500 million trillion kilometers away. 3 million times bigger than the Earth. And first time history was created. Now, how does a black hole affect us? That was the question that my friend had asked. As a matter of fact, as far as you and I are concerned, it may not affect us at all. But it has a major effect on the human life and on the universe. It distorts light from its background due to gravitational pull, and that can create havoc as far as the astronomical data is concerned. A black hole, in fact, is a disaster for physics, as it requires a reconciliation between two opposing theories, the theories of general relativity and the quantum. So quantum physics and relativity, these are conflicting theories, and black hole needs both the theories to reconcile. Then black holes are responsible for gamma rays bursting, and gamma ray bursts are not good for the Earth. If it was nearby, if it was not 500 million trillion miles away, then these gamma rays could fry the earth. And these gamma ray bursts are narrow beams of intense radiation released during the high star burst that forms a black hole. But luckily we are out of the range and that doesn't affect us. But from near it can cause serious damage to us. It can devour, eat up the solar system. And if it does that, it will be the last good day on the earth. Once the black hole comes within 1 AU of the earth, the gravitational tidal forces would rip the earth apart. So that danger is there that it might destroy the solar system. And when the whole system is destroyed, we are a part of that system and we cannot escape annihilation. This is a breakthrough in the frontiers of knowledge because it enhances our understanding of the process by which this world was created and how it might end. Extremely important. And as I said earlier, the credit goes to 29-year-old Katie Bowman, the young girl who has realized the dream of astronomers, astrophysicists, space scientists, and all the physicists who are concerning about the halo of the dust and gas, 500 million trillions kilometers away from the earth. But when we are talking of human life, and we have been thinking that human life has been there for a long time, we are aware, millions and billions of years. But possibly we were not aware that now we call ourselves as Homo sapiens. But there was a time when our ancestors were Homo lusinus. That was a species. And a new island has been discovered 3 days back. This was discovered in Philippines. And these Homo lusinus expand the human family tree. They existed at least 50,000 years back. They were less than 3 feet tall. So they add another dimension to the story of human evolution. It's not a simple march onward as it used to be thought. Instead, the human lineage, the heritage, assumed an exuberant burst of energy forms along the way. There was a march going on, then energy was released, and all of a sudden the whole thing changed. So this was fits and starts. But there's one thing more which is coming up, that our species, the Homo sapiens, now inhabit a comparatively lonely world. The fossils that are being discovered, the skeletons that are being pulled out of the earth, realize that what we see today, our ancestors in the hoary old age, 10,000, 40,000 years back, they saw many more species than we see them today. And that variety of life is now missing. But then we are living in a strange world and we are fighting with the forces of nature all the time. The biggest problem that we face is either the fires which break out in California and British Columbia here, the wildfires. They break out in Australia. Practically wherever the forests are, they break out. But another thing which afflicts humankind is the flooding. They say there is no protection against the floods. China has decided to fight the flooding issue by building sponge cities. Now, the sponge cities, they are spending $12 billion in 30 cities. And the purpose would be to make them flood proof. This includes Shanghai. Now, this is not something which is a factory-created solution. This will be a solution which will be different from one city to another. So, for one thing, what they're doing is they're planting the trees on the rooftops, building wetlands which will store rainwater, and building all roads that shall absorb water. So as soon as the rain falls, it goes into the earth. Each road shall act as recharger of aquifers. So all the runoff water would be stored, which can be used later on. Another benefit of that would be that the groundwater levels would rise. So the floods would be defeated that way, and each project, as I said, would be customized to the region, overcoming all the lacuna of the old techniques being used and presenting solution for that particular region. In one area, it might be permeable roads. In another area, it might be building more wetlands. But then the building and planting on the rooftops, each rooftop shall be a farm or a garden. Now, it's a very ambitious program, but is extremely innovative and effective to life-threatening problem. In 2010, 700 people were killed only in China. And every year in India, China, Pakistan, even USA and Canada suffer from floods. So this initiative, which is being taken by China, is really something different. And this is the way the global climate change, which they say causes floods. The floods have been there since times immemorial. The oldest flood recorded is the flood at the time of Noah in Bible, when he built an ark to rescue humanity. But that's there. And now our language. English is one language which is very, very living language. And they add new words every day. So today I'm going to talk about a few words which they have added. First they have added is an Indian word chaddi, underwear what we call it. Now this is an Indianized version of Kiss My Ass. By Bhaskar, he wrote that play, TV serial, Goodness Gracious Me. And he uses this word over there. And now they have made chaddis as a proper English word. But that's not the only word added. There's another word which is called gibbons, Jibbons. Gibbons is a Welsh English term from spring onions, the spring onions that we eat every day. Then they have added a Scottish word to the English, statutory, Stooterie. Statutory is a place where you sit out, relax. Then another Scottish word, and I think also an Indian word, fantoosh. We are using that word in India a lot, fantoosh, Fantoosh, which means anything showy, anything flesh. And then there's a South African term, doff, D-O-F. Doff means stupid, ill-informed, or foolish, whatever you want to call it. So it's quite a embracive word. And then there's another African word, gramidolas, Gramadoelas. This is for the areas, the countryside areas, the rural regions, which are unsophisticated and uncultured. What in India they call dehati sort of a thing. So these are the new additions to the English language. I repeat, chaddis for the underpants, gibbons for the spring onions, situtory for a place to sit, doff for a stupid person, and gramidolas for an uncultured, unsophisticated place. This is the way our knowledge frontier get more and more accessible and also enhanced. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.